Hello, everybody, and welcome as we start today's episode. It could be our last start of an episode where we are at Radcliffe. Hello and a very warm welcome to episode 41 of To Be a Legend FM 26 style. We started the series and for the moment are still managing a Radcliffe known as the borough for FM 26. The question is, for how much longer? My name's Mark and on today's episode, it's a bit of an unknown quantity, really. I think we're going to start the episode with an FA Cup first round tie with Radcliffe against Chester at home. But how we have the second game will all pretty much be predetermined by whether we move to Bolton or not. And we might not actually have a second game of the episode. It might be that we move to Bolton and we have a look at Bolton and what we've got players-wise and all the rest of it. Bearing in mind we're out of the transfer window and we then come back with two games with Bolton. I don't know what's going to happen. It's one of those. It's all very exciting though. And as you'll see here from the screen, we've been offered a 2-year contract with Bolton. It says 2.8 there, but we have negotiated. It has gone up to 3. We've asked them for 1 week to think about it. And the reason for that was the board did come to me and say, we'd like to offer you a new contract, Mark, if you would stay here at the club. But they didn't want to offer me any more wages, which seems bizarre, and it's been a bit bizarre since we've worked our way up through the leagues, to be fair. I don't really want to leave Radcliffe, but as I said before, the premise of this save is that if in real life we would do it, then we will do it in this series as well. So obviously being offered a League One from a League One team to play, albeit they are at the bottom end of the League One. When first things first, so we need to work our way up through League One. But of course, you would take the opportunity if you were offered the job, and for a lot more money a week. So why wouldn't we do it? So it's looking pretty ominous as it stands at the moment. But as I say, we have got that game to probably our last game here against Chester City. It is at home. It is at Stainton Park, and it's in the Emirates FA Cup first round. We have played them in the series before. Both at Stainton Park. Last time we played them at Stainton Park, it was a 3-1 win. Fraser Harper and Francis scoring from the penalty spot after 77, and again on 90 minutes, giving us a 3-1 win. Jones getting a goal. In fact, he started the scoring for Chester after just 13 minutes, and then it was Dixon, an own goal, and Taylor, who's now left us, of course, on 49 minutes, giving us the win over them at the Diva Stadium in the National League North promotion season. Right, that's brought you up to date. I think we will just get on with it because, unless something happens between now and when we actually start the game, but otherwise, we will have our first game of the episode and possibly the only game of the episode in the Emirates FA Cup against Chester. And we're still here for the moment. So we will face Chester in the FA Cup. Quite conceivably, our last ever game with Radcliffe. We will see. This is the team that will face Chester today. Thompson makes a rare appearance in goal. He played well last time in the cup competition. Can he do the same today? Robinson, O'Connell and Robinson are defensive line. Whittingham and Harper are in midfield. Ibragimov and Gordon as the wide attackers, with Brannigan sitting behind Elliott, who makes a rare start today up front. And the bench then looks like this, and we have 9 on the bench today. It's Cartwright, Stott, Shackelford, Glendon, Angel, Doyle, Francis, Welsh and Huntley. Here we are at Stainton Park, playing our by now familiar formation 4-2-3-1. Chester playing a flat back 3 today. They're playing a 5-3-2. Making no changes from the side that beat South Shields 2-1 in the National League North. They're playing in yellow and black stripes with yellow shorts today. And they get the game underway. As I've said before, possibly our last game for Radcliffe. Potentially in League One after this one. Max Thompson has the ball. Highlight obviously is continuing. Robinson. Can we finish our time with Radcliffe on a high? We will see. Harper, Whittingham, Brannigan, Whittingham, Robinson. Bolton are already through to the second round, and you know what's going to happen. I can tell you what's going to happen in a moment. Oh, good header from Danny Elliott. Pulled a save out the goalkeeper, and it's gone for a corner. And we're going to see the corner. It's going to be a short one. Robinson. Brannigan. Brannigan picks the ball up again. Brannigan on his own. And it's a corner on the other side. What I was going to say just now was if we do move to Bolton, what's the bets? If we get through this round, what's the bets? Bolton will end up playing Radcliffe in the next round. Harper. Harper on his own. Harper. Oh, it's gone in. It's Matt Whittingham picks up the loose ball and tucks it away to give us the lead after just 4 minutes. Nearly come unstuck. Did Harper. But it was well worked in the end. Goalkeeper made a save. I didn't realise the goalkeeper made a save, and it caught a bit of a deflection on the way in as well. And Chester, I would say, possibly unlucky. Robinson with a throw in on this near side. Robinson is the captain today, I've realised. Whittingham, Harper, O'Connell, Robinson. Robinson goes on a run. He's got that ball out there. Sammy Robinson, that is. Harper. Chipped in. Whittingham gets a second. Fraser Harper, the supplier, and Fraser Harper's playing very well. And we take a 2-goal lead in 8 minutes. So 2 goals in 8, 4 minutes apart. Harper twisted and turning, tried to get across that ball in. It got a deflection, and Whittingham side-footed it beyond the goalkeeper. The central midfielder's having a great day. Jack Robinson to Ibragimov. Robinson, Ibragimov on his left side today. Harper. And Harper and Whittingham running that midfield. That one headed in, but only as far as Ibragimov. Ibragimov on his own. Brannigan sees a net, sees a gap, puts it away. And on 14 minutes, it's 3-0. And we're going, well, leaving Radcliffe scoring for Will. Well worked. Why couldn't we put these away against the other sides? Because we've played just as well. And it's Sammy Robinson with a corner. Swung in. Gordon. Ibragimov. Robinson. Jack Robinson. Harper. O'Connell. Kian Robinson. And Danny Elliott. I think he might have been offside, actually. It won't count. As we enter the last 5 minutes of a very good first half. 3 goals up after just 14 minutes and a free kick to boot. Ibragimov may well go direct here. He does. That's curled that. And in fact, I think it's gone. Has it gone for a corner? No. 2 minutes added on at the end of this first half, and it's all over. And we pretty much dominated that first half. 67% of the possession, 16 shots, 8 on target, 1.74 on the XG. They've had 4 shots, 1 on target, and 0.16. Second round is beckoning, and the question is, will it be against Bolton? Danny Elliott gets us underway for this second half. Out to Sammy Robinson. Sammy Robinson with a throw in. Brannigan. Robinson. Harper. Harper loses the ball in as he tried to twist away. And they are on the counter-attack. Have we spoken too early here? There's a shot that Thompson just popped over the top. Robinson. Brannigan crossing this ball in. But they've defended it well. I think it got a little bit of a deflection as well. Jack Robinson. Kieran Robinson. Headed on, but it was blocked off. Sterling on the ball. Sterling on his own crosses it, but nobody there. Wisu in the Chester goal. Out to Hardbottle. Burke. Burke puts it in for Sterling, who's... Oh, Sterling ran his man, pulls it back, and they've got a goal. Declan Weeks, the scorer, pulls it back to 3-1, and it's not all been our doing, and we've let Sterling run around, and Weeks was unmarked, and all he had to do was fire it beyond Max Thompson. Piers Burgess. Burgess comes forward and they get another one now. We could be in trouble. Stott, who's on for Robinson in that left-back position. Ibrahimov. Stott. Harper. Stott. Feel sorry for him, really. And he give that ball away. And Sterling's in again. And he's put it away. And from being 3 up and comfortable, we are now in a bit of a problem. Stott was too casual. Just give this ball away. And it was route 1. Sterling in there. And Max Thompson failing to get rid of it. We have a corner. Sammy Robinson with a corner. Just 2 minutes left on the clock. Well, a minute, really. And, well, they swung in. And Keelan Robinson gives us a 2-goal lead. And we are through to the second round. Keelan Robinson. He didn't even have to jump for that. He just waited for it to fall on his head. And directed it into the back of the net. 4-2. And as 5 minutes added on at the end of this game. And it's looking like it's all over. And it is. It's a 4-2 win against Chester. And a second round tie to come. But maybe not with us. 65% of the possession, 22 shots, 10 on target, 2.35. They had a far better second half. They had 10 shots, 5 on target, 0.78, but it wasn't enough to get past us. Well, you come back and join me, and it looks like we are going to get one more game at least with Radcliffe, and we are going to see the episode out. We are going to play Shrewsbury in League 2, matchday 16 against Shrewsbury. Shrewsbury are not having a good time of it as it currently stands. They're down in the drop zone at the moment. They've lost 5 on the trot, and they are down there on just 8 points, 1 win all season, and that win coming against AFC Wimbledon. So we have dropped down the table, as you see. Teams around us have played. Port Vale have gone above us now on 29 points. So we do need a win today and score a few goals to try and overcome them on goal difference. But they've levelled up now, having played that game in hand technically, albeit we play today. They will have that game in hand again. Well, we've dropped down to 5th place out of the automatics, and we need to start winning some games if we're going to get that automatic promotion. So it is then to our second game of the episode, and a game against Shrewsbury. And so to what is quite likely to be our final game with Radcliffe before we make the move to Bolton, just up the road actually from Radcliffe. And this is the team that will face Shrewsbury in a League 2 match day 16, our final game. And the team that will do it is Cartwright in goal. It's Robinson, Jack Robinson, Killian Robinson, Goodman and Shackelford across our defensive line. Doyle and Glendon in midfield. It's Ibragimov, Brannigan and Gordon as our attacking midfield. Angel gets a start up front again today. The bench then looks like this. It's Thompson, O'Connell, Robinson, Mary, Harper, Whittingham and Francis. And here we are in Shrewsbury for this one. They're playing a flat back 3, the second time in a row that we faced a side playing a flat back 3. They have made 3 changes from the side that lost to Carlisle. In fact, they've lost 4-2 to Carlisle in both their last 2 matches. Last one in the FA Cup. And they are 23rd in the table with just 8 points at the start of this season. And Stewart gets the game underway for Shrewsbury. Glendon, we're playing in all white tonight. Goodman, Shackelford to Gordon. And Gordon loses the ball as he goes on a run. Nurse with it. And Glendon is off his feet and puts it into touch. Nurse, quick throw in to Lloyd. Good save by Cartwright. He was in the right place then. That could have been a bit of a... And it's gone for a corner. Shrewsbury had it again, but Brannigan winning the ball. Ibragimov holds the ball up, waiting for a bit of support. Ibragimov inside to Jack Robinson. Doyle has Ibragimov there again. Ibragimov beats his man, puts it in space for Brannigan. Brannigan tries to get round his man. Brannigan crosses in, and it's in the back of the net. And it's George Glendon, the scorer. And on 19 minutes, we take the lead. A lovely through ball. Brannigan had 2 goes at it. Cairn stopped in the first time, but Brannigan then crossed it in. And the shot... got a little bit of a deflection there as well by the looks of it. But they all count. Cartwright with a free kick. Out to Robinson. Robinson inside to Ibragimov. Ibragimov switches wings. Danny Angel brings it down lovely. Brannigan. Ibragimov. Robinson. Ibragimov. Ibragimov into the area. On a plate for Danny Angel. And, well, it's 2-0. We've been here before, though, and given up such a lead. Ibragimov goes on his run and on a plate for Angel. And Danny Angel scores. Stewart gets us underway straight away, and a highlight from the restart. That can only mean 1 or 2 things. Angel. Shackelford to Gordon. Gordon puts it into space for Brannigan. Brannigan pulls it back for Gordon. Just off target. Into the final 5 minutes of this first half. And is it going to end up at 2-0 at half-time? It's looking that way. 2 minutes added on. And it has finished 2-0 half-time. 12 shots, 5 on target. Not quite 50%. 0.91 on the XG. So it's not our usual quite our usual standard. They've had 5 shots, 3 on target, 0.68. We were a bit slow to get started, but once we got started, there was no turning back. So at the moment, looks like we're going to be picking up 3 points for our final game at Radcliffe. And it's Danny Angel getting the second half underway. They've made some changes at half time. I just saw at the bottom of the screen there. Nurse with a free kick on that far side. Ooh, that was unexpected, and somehow it's not gone in the back of the net, and it stayed in play as well. I think Cartwright was beaten. I think the woodwork saved him there. Doyle. Goodman. Glendon. Shackelford, who's picked up a yellow card. I think that means a ban. I'm sure he was 1 card away from a ban. We'll check that out later. And they come forward again. Benning puts it into space, but Goodman is there tidying up. Spotted what was going on. This ball forward to Brannigan, who's playing on the wing at the moment. He can play on the wing. It's not his favoured position, I don't think. Shackelford crossed this ball in. It's headed away. Abragamov is there. Abragamov crosses it in, but it's defended well. Robinson. And Abragamov is brought down, and referee, not even a flinch. Stewart comes forward. He's chipped the goalkeeper, but Cartwright not that far off his line. Ball out to Robinson. Killian Robinson. A free kick. Abragamov in shooting range here. And as it goes, come back off the woodwork. Headed away and kicked into touch. Throw in on that far side. Mary to take it. He's come on, of course. He's come on for Jack Robinson. He was tired. Glendon. Whittingham. And a shot. It's another one off the cannons off the crossbar. I don't know if it was saved and then went on the crossbar. O'Connell was come on for Killian Robinson. Mary to Glendon. Doyle. Ibragimov. Whittingham inside to Angel. And Angel misses the target somehow or other. Cartwright with a goal kick inside the final 5 minutes of this match. Mary, Whittingham. Our final match possibly with Radcliffe. It's most likely Whittingham crosses ball in. And it's Danny Angel heading it over the top. 3 minutes added on at the end of this match. And it's going to be a 2-0 win to finish off our time at Radcliffe. And we've had 63% of the possession, 25 shots, 10 on target, 2.67. So we upped the XG as it went on. They've had 8 shots, 4 on target, 0.72. I think they had 3, didn't they, at half time? So we only added 1 shot on target all match. And as you can see, we pretty much dominated that game all the way through. A couple more goals would have been rather nice, but we'll take the winning end to our time here at Radcliffe. And hopefully we can pick that up when we get to Bolton. And so with Bristol Rovers not playing, it does mean that Carlisle have missed the opportunity to actually catch Bristol Rovers at the top of the table there with that draw against Barnet, a 1-1 draw. And they seem to be the draw specialists as it happens. They moved to within 2 points of Bristol Rovers, but of course Bristol Rovers have a game in hand, so that technically could be 5. Notts County are in 3rd place on 30 points. Of course, they have used up their game in hand now, which is good news. They beat Salford by a 1-0, and we are in 4th, moving up from 5th place on goal difference over Port Vale. Port Vale, did they play today? No, Port Vale still have a game in hand. Southend, they beat Cheltenham by 3-2. which means did Port Vale play on? No. Oh, Port Vale played and beat Peterborough on Tuesday evening. Yeah, that's how it looks at the top of the table. And we leave Radcliffe in the playoff places, but just outside of the automatic promotion places as we go. We'll see how that progresses in due course. Quick look at the table properly instead of that little bit on the right hand side. Here we go. Bristol Rovers top on 33, then come Carlisle on 31, Notts County on 30, Radcliffe on 29, with Port Vale also on 29, but Port Vale have a game in hand. Southend on 28. And Grimsby Town, the last of the playoff places, on 26 points, with Bradford City just outside, also on 26, just missing by a single goal. That's pretty much brought our time at Radcliffe, I think, to an end. Or at least I expect so anyway. And I think probably the next episode we will actually be having a look at Bolton Wanderers and looking at the team and so on and so forth, what we need to do there before we play NE games at Bolton and try and pull them out from the bottom of League One. But I do hope you've enjoyed today's episode. If you have, then please leave me that big thumbs up, subscribe, hit the notification button. That'll keep you up to date with all future episodes of To Be a Legend as they are released. And new episodes of To Be a Legend released every Monday and Thursday at 4:15 p.m. Thursdays could be quite an interesting episode, I think. And the best way of keeping up to date with what's happening on the channel is to follow me on X at JustOffside2. Don't forget, we have a brand new series coming out. I think it's tomorrow. If not tomorrow, it'll be on Friday. Our new series with Hamburg SV in our Bundesliga series. Never played in the Bundesliga in a save on this channel before, so it's brand new. And if you want to join me for that, watch out for the 4:15 time slot, either tomorrow or on Friday. It depends when we've got the launch episode out. With that all said and done, I'll see you on the next episode when we could be in Bolton. Till then, goodbye.